Hello, so yeah, Doctor Who, the Tsuranga Conundrum, aired about, what was it, 4 hours ago. And here are my initial sort of immediate thoughts and reactions. So as before, I don't expect any crazy in-depth uh, review and analysis of the episode because I've really just seen it, but this is my immediate kind of stream of thoughts on the episode. Again, I liked it. It was a good episode. It was very Doctor Who-y. Um, but it's also reinforcing the pattern of sort of. I don't know if it's fair to call it safe episodes anymore because that's very much a comparator to how Moffat and to a lesser degree Davies did the episodes. But we have got a sort of a switch. I mean, yeah, the episodes do feel kind of more in line with how a classical Doctor Who episode is, which is not a bad thing at all. So, yeah, I guess it's not a Doctor Who that I'm used to. I am very much um, a fan of both the. I am both a fan of New Who and Classic Who, and I have watched loads of Classic Who episodes, and I would regard myself as a fan of Doctor Who in its entirety. Um, but I just it's we can't also ignore the fact that my exposure of Doctor Who has been primarily New Who. I mean, I've seen every single episode since I've seen every episode since 2005. I have also seen the TV movie and the last couple of episodes of Master McCoy. So if we're talking sequentially, I've seen every episode since 1989. But at least I think it's fair to say, because the thing about classic Doctor Who episodes is they do drag. It's a symptom of early TV in that they drag. They have a lot of filler. So you watch a whole serial of Doctor Who, but you're not really getting that much story out of it, if that makes sense. So these do feel like classic Doctor Who episodes, but compact with all the filler gone, which is nice actually, and it is Doctor Who. But I guess I've lived in the, this is kind of my age shown here, but I have lived in the era where stories need to be need to have that punch to them. That being said, Jodie Whittaker is actually still in this episode is growing into the role of Doctor. And every new episode we see them as the Doctor. They become more doctory, more doctory, more doctory. Like there are several key moments in this episode where I was like, where it just continued to reaffirm for me that Jodie Whittaker is doing a fantastic job of playing the Doctor. I think I've also kind of spotted the current incarnation theme, because I was bemoaning how in the first episode it wasn't as apparent what the theme was, and I kind of liked the Doctor's sort of motifs in the previous series. I'm a big fan of motifs, so I couldn't hum it for you. It's kind of drifted off again, but I do recognise kind of the motif now. It's very, very fantastical but calm and soothing kind of noise. Yeah, the story is your basic survival story. You're all trapped on a ship and you've got to survive. It was executed very well, though I do feel they had more characters to know what to do with. So I didn't really feel attached to many of the characters other than kind of the main 2, 3, I'd say. The rest were kind of just supporting characters. Again, not necessarily a bad thing, but that was the way of it. The monster was super cute, and I love how they. It's strange. I don't actually. It's strange how long they were working on the presumption the creature was malicious, even though they clearly identified its main motivation is to eat, and the info dump did say that it was not interested in organic matter, but in non-organic matter, and yet it took about beginning of the third act to really identify that it wasn't actually maliciously there to kill people. It was just wanting to eat the power source, and if it were the power source, it would go away. It was a bit weird, but the creature was kind of a nice kind of implementation that we had a cute monster that wasn't particularly malicious. It was very much just a rodent and gremlin that I get rid of. It perhaps was a bit, oh, how do we say, cheaty to be like, this is an animal, a creature, very indestructible, can't kill it anyway. But then again, I guess that's very much Doctor Who as well. Yeah, not much to really add. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. There's not really much to like disassemble here. I'm used to assembling much more complex stories, I guess. The acting, well, the Doctor's acting is fantastic. They're very much just of a Davison character where they're kind of in the background more than anything else, which is very much a trope. Actually, when I read this big Doctor Who guide I own, it described kind of characteristics of Davison's Doctor as being very kind of passive and letting things go. But actually, when I watched the fifth Doctor episode just over the summer, I kind of actually agree with that. He was very authoritarian. But no, I mean, it's perfectly valid character depiction of a Doctor to be very passive and sort of helping in the background. Because I think, to be fair, the second Doctor, Charlton's Doctor, was very much like that. But it does mean that we're not really getting any sort of strong bits of character to really disassemble. I do think, I don't know I can't remember what his name is now. What's this episode called? It's not a easily pronounceable name, this title. Oh, it was Doc Brown, Ben Bailey Smith. I don't know why I'm surprised I didn't know that. I'm not particularly I don't particularly follow. Interesting. Sorry, I just read something interesting on Wikipedia and I've completely forgotten I'm live streaming. My flatmate did point out that both Smith and Bradley Walsh were both in Law and Order UK together. I don't really know much about Doc Brown, the British rapper, comedian, actor, screenwriter, blah, 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 blah. This guy. I don't know much about him. I know more about Doc Brown as in the Back to the Future character. But that's interesting. Well, okay, I was about to compliment, and I still am about to compliment Ben Billy Smith on his kind of subtle acting, because when he realised that his sister was going to die, I think he played it very well. Kind of the whole, well, I'm going to accept it because I know it's going to happen. I know she's going to die, but I'm still kind of upset about it. It was very relaxed. It was a very subtle moment that I kind of liked. What was the other guy called? Jack Shalou was alright, I guess. Ting. Yeah, I'm trying to just find stuff to really disassemble and deconstruct about the episode, but it just kind of happened. I enjoyed it, it's good. Nothing really to criticize apart but nothing really to really. I mean, I'm comparing. See, for me, a nice stand of Doctor Who, which isn't too ambitious, but not too basic, are episodes like the Zygon Inversion and Zygon Invasion with Capaldi, which was series before last, and that for me is one of my favourite post 2005 Doctor Who episodes. And that's kind of a standard I compare things to, but I don't know if that's an unfair standard. So what, we're now 5 episodes into a 10-episode series, so we are halfway. So I can't really be on the fence anymore, can I? I've got to make a decision about the quality of of Doctor Who at the point. I think it's good. I think it's very reactionary to the criticisms of the previous series, and I can't. But you know what? I'm gonna try to watch back someone else's reviews and see what everyone else thinks, and see what's happening here. I need to stop like not talking for like half a minute on end, because that's weird for a live stream. I'm just trying to think of something really in depth to say, but maybe I don't have to. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to watch back the series as a whole and kind of compare it. I don't know. I can't think of any bad thing to say, but I also can't think of any brilliant things to say. So I think it's good Doctor Who, but it's not fantastic Doctor Who. Or maybe it is, and I'm just kind of thinking too hard. So what we'll do, because I have a dissertation, is we'll give a very brief look at next week's trailer. By the way, just in case anyone was possibly wondering, I'm still not a fan of the aspect ratio.
Pakistan. And now Umbra, she's your nan, right?
Yeah.
How did we bring demons on ourselves?
I don't know, but we'll find out.
If I had to guess, I think we're going on in.
Tread softly. You're treading on your own history.
Okay, so this episode was written by a Vinay Patel, who was nominated for a BAFTA for Best Single Drama. Vinay Patel. He hasn't got a Wikipedia article. He has got an article on BAFTA, but it doesn't say anything here. Oh, he's got a Guardian article. He's Indian. Okay, fair enough. So he's South Asian. I was slightly concerned at the idea that the episode set in Pakistan would not actually be written by someone who is South Asian. Assuming that actually Yaz is Pakistani and not Indian, it's not entirely. Well, her surname is Khan, so that would seem to imply that she is Indian, though you could have Pakistanis with Khan, so perhaps not. That's just me being me. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm okay, good. Written rather by a South Asian. That's a thing to know, because I do get reservations when I hear about stories that focus on South Asian culture or South Asian characters, and they're written by people who aren't South Asian, because it never turns out well. I am interested to see how this episode goes then. Someone who's South Asian, and yeah, it's kind of exciting, because it's done very well. You don't see many positive representations of South Asian culture, and they're often not done well. Like, I hate the depictions of Muslim characters in soaps like EastEnders, because they're not accurate at all to how a Muslim family actually act. They're basically a white family with a Muslim kind of skin on it. I'm assuming Yaz isn't Muslim because, well, just from dialogue, it seems pretty obvious that she's not intended as a Muslim character. She's somewhere vaguely South Asian. I'm gonna guess probably Indian, to be fair, rather than just because. But maybe she's Pakistani. But well, I mean, she's from Punjab. But which is in Pakistan actually, isn't it? My geography is terrible. Oh no, hang on. Punjab is India. Punjab is India, but it borders. Or is there a Punjab in Pakistan as well? God, who knows, man? Whoa, whoa, what's happened to Wikipedia? Okay, this isn't Wikipedia, this is Wiki Travel. I was very concerned for a second. Okay, so Punjab is both parts of Pakistan and India. So it doesn't really clear anything up until next week, I guess. The voiceover in this trailer did say Pakistan, so maybe it is Pakistan. Yeah, well, I'm actually excited for next episode actually now, but I realise it's written by South Asian writer. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it won't make me cringe, is the risk. Anyway, I have a dissertation to do, so I will see you guys when I see you. Thanks.